Blessings, everyone. It's time to enhance and amplify our creative and manifestation abilities beyond the realms of thought and the mental processes. Join me Sunday, May 31st at 1:30 p.m. Pacific Time, US and Canada, for a 2-hour webinar where I will be talking about the very dynamics and mechanics of spiritual creation, setting the inner state and outer stages for success, troubleshooting miscreations and blocks. You can sign up by going to my website, integrativemysticism.com, or you can simply follow the links below and sign up at the Crowdcast webinar link provided in the description bar. It's time to create like an adept. Hey there, Aries. How's it going? It's time for your weekly horoscope for the coming 7 days. And just a quick reminder for everybody out there, should you ever wish to get a session with me, you do need to go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com, or you may also simply follow the links below. The same goes for signing up for the upcoming manifestation webinar. Also, the incoming wave is up as well for those of you who enjoy that, and it's on a playlist of its very own on the main channel page. So what is going on when it comes to your week? Well, this week is actually very, very interesting because we've got this sense of a topsy-turvy yet uplifting amplification of all of your activities with the Wheel of Fortune overlighting all experiences that you will be going through. The Wheel of Fortune is giving me a very strong sense of a strengthening or amplification of a lot of very personal and very deep intentions and desires and wishes, while also down-regulating a lot of distractions, a lot of dysfunctional or maybe disharmonious or incoherent circumstances and obligations and projects that you've got going on. And with the Wheel of Fortune, it's important to remember that what ends up happening is that the energy is raised so high so that we can actually see what something is ultimately going to become. We get glimpses of what final outcomes will be. So with the up-regulating and down-regulating of different circumstances, different connections, different friendships, different projects, different paths, different trajectories, we can actually start to see, okay, is this going to turn out well? Is this in the highest interest of all concerned? Is it not? But the upregulating is also amplifying the positive at the same time as it's amplifying the negative. It's going to bring us to a lot of choice points this week where we may have to choose to allow that which is ultimately showing to be the best overlight or maybe override even the things that we have spent a lot of time working on, even if those things have been very laborious or maybe even time-consuming. It does not necessarily mean that it's in the highest interest of all concerned. Allow the upregulated and amplified positive to discard, override, and overwrite all of the downregulating or all the downregulated negative this week. Don't try to redeem something that is showing you that it is no good. As we get to the material concerns with the Six of Cups upright, we have some wonderful news coming out of the past, something that has been sort of floating around out in the ethers, possibly something coming back to you after a time spent away on ice or on hiatus. This could absolutely be the return of a work opportunity, or maybe even the return of some kind of resource, maybe even money or abundance, or a role that we knew was ours or could have been ours. It could even be coming through a past influence, a past connection, somebody in our network, an old friend, an old colleague, an old boss. The Six of Cups upright is ultimately asking for a big pull, a big lift up for you. And it's actually going to come out of something that never actually really had its chance to come forth into being. And so you're going to get now an opportunity to maybe give something its real first try. And don't forget, yes, this is of course going to bring back old opportunities, possibly old resources, old money, or these things will be flying out of old sources in your direction. Now, as we get to the Three of Pentacles reversed with your social life, friends and family, now we're starting to see the down-regulating start up. Well, it does look like there is a certain group, a certain connection, or maybe even a certain clique that is starting to get challenged. You know, the Wheel of Fortune is putting pressure on it. Now, the thing is, the pressure is being put on cracks that are already there. And that's important to understand. It's not some cruel act of spirit. If the cracks are already there, then they're already there. Don't pretend you don't see them now that they're being shown to you. That's what this amplification of the positive and the negative does. That's how it serves us. But with the Three of Pentacles reversed, we are seeing where a unit, a group, maybe even some kind of group endeavor, a collaborative, or even a family group or a social group is not actually working anymore, or it's not working as it is. With the Three of Pentacles reversed, there's always an opportunity to turn things around, but it may require us to take a good hard look at, well, who is involved in this? Who should be allowed to participate? Is this actually a good fit for us or for anyone else involved? There could be some clique splintering going on this week, or possibly even some folks walking away from a group that does not necessarily work for them so much anymore. And you know what? If the pressure's being put on the cracks that are already there, it's probably in the highest interest of all concerned. As we get to relationships and we get to the love area with the Knight of Swords reversed, there is a bit of a different kind of feel. The Knight of Swords reversed is, yes, indicating that this week could come with its fair share of romantic conflicts, but it's actually coming from a situation where a partner or a crush or somebody that we are maybe taking care of together, like one of our children or an in-law, is incapable of actually figuring out what the problem is. They know they're upset, they know something is wrong, but with the Knight of Swords reversed, what can sometimes happen is that people get very temperamental because they can't actually figure out what they're doing wrong. Now, I'm getting a very clear indication that this is a sign of a missing piece. Something was not necessarily developed very well or nurtured very well in this circumstance around this person. This could go back to childhood, this could just go to a lack of experience or a lack of healthy experience. But with the Knight of Swords reversed, it's important to understand that the answer is not more fighting. The answer is not more emoting, because the Knight of Swords reversed energy always gets more and more wound up. It's like a tantrum that won't stop until it tires itself out. There is no productivity that can happen there. Now, it does not necessarily mean that people you meet or your partner is going to be throwing tantrums this week. No, not at all. But with the Knight of Swords reversed, there can be hostilities. There can be some difficult exchanges due to a lack of understanding of how to figure out where the problem, the discomfort, or the dysfunction is coming from. And with the Knight of Swords reversed, we have to know when to step back and draw a line. It doesn't mean anyone has to break up or fall apart or anything like that, but we have to know when to stop the talk so it doesn't go in circles and we waste time and build up only more negative sentiment. And it's a powerful lesson to learn because many people of many ages still don't know when to stop. So I hope that this helps you out. Remember, if the Knight of Swords reversed idea bothers you, it is a sign that there is something missing in maybe the way a person was raised or socialized. They're kind of coming to a point of revelation. But I'm getting from this is that maybe a partner is kind of having this wake up that is more of a shake up and a rude awakening to something that has been a blind spot to them. You know what is best for you in this situation. So make sure that we are encouraging, but at the same time, hold adults accountable for being responsible adults. So that is your horoscope. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session, go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.